You've just joined the Create Harmony podcast. Welcome. In this place, we spend time talking about everyday joys, and we are all about abundant blessings, things that sometimes get overlooked. We set our rhythms with the rhythms of nature, and we try to celebrate the changes that each season brings. We like to use our imagination, and we use it as a way of listening to God, and we tune our senses to the magical presence of the Holy Spirit. You can find your place here, and while you're doing that, we hope you also find some peace. So I am Sally Burlington, I'm your host, and this is episode 84. Today, we're going to take a little mental field trip. We are going to transport ourselves off to summer camp. Remember when you used to go away to summer camp? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Or maybe you come from the type of family that went on a lot of camping trips. I did not grow up camping, but I did go to summer camp. So today we're looking at why camp and camping are still relevant. Why do people still want to do these things? So I did a little thinking about what are the good things, the appealing things about camp. So camp is a place that celebrates simplicity. It's usually not fussy, it's not fancy, and most of the time you can be just who you are when you're at camp. It's usually a place that you gain some independence from your family. Maybe you learn a new skill, try something new. So it's typically like a confidence builder. There are usually some traditions that go along with most camp experiences. Things like songs or skits or crafts, things you do repeatedly every year. And most people like camp because you can find community there. That's a place where everybody connects over a silly song or a silly skit. I know some of us might have a camp horror story, but in an ideal scenario, camp is a place where you can connect with your counselors and meet new friends. So at our church, we have a camp that's been running for over 40 years, and it's a beloved tradition. Children love growing up through this camp. My own 2 children went through it. It's an all-day camp for a whole week, and it happens outside in the woods. There are lots of silly camp songs that get repeated every year. The thing I like best about this camp is there's sort of a gentle hierarchy that goes along with it. So here's what I mean. You start out as a camper and you're age 1st grade through 5th grade, and you are given, at the beginning of the week, you are given a white shirt. You wear that shirt all week. There's a lot of washing it after each day. When you get to 5th grade, you move up and you become a blue shirt. And during the week, blue shirts are given some training on how to clean up or all around the campsite. They start into helping out. So for the next 2 years, you are a red shirt. This is your middle school years, you're a red shirt. What red shirts do is deliver snacks, fill water coolers, pick up trash. They even scrub the toilets. And after that, you move up to the coveted spot at the top of the chain. You are a yellow shirt, and there is even a ceremony to present the students with their new yellow shirt. It's really a rite of passage. Once you are a yellow shirt, you can help as a leader of groups. You connect with campers, and there are so many different connections that are made through this process. My children grew up looking up to their yellow shirts, like they were superheroes. And now my children have completed their turn as yellow shirts, and they have fans all over church. At the end of the week, during the closing ceremony, they give out awards to the yellow shirts who have gone above and beyond. And they've got this award called I Am Third. So it goes to lots of different counselors, but those are the counselors that remember God first, campers second, themselves third. Hence the name I Am Third. And so what I love about this camp setting is the emphasis on character building, that students are praised for being the best helpers and for caring about their campers, for giving of themselves. And I wish more of the world had a hierarchy that operated this way. And so I've just described a whole bunch of stuff about camp. And for what reason? Why are we taking a mental field trip back to camp today? Because sometimes remembering good things and looking at what made them special helps us find more things like that in our day-to-day lives. Most of us are probably not going back to camp anymore, But where could we capture that essence, even if it was just for a short time? Where could we find adventure, where we grow and gain independence? Where could we meet new friends? How could we connect with a community through familiar songs? We aren't too grown up to rediscover fun. Where could we serve others in a way that puts God first, others second, and us third? Take some time to reflect on what ways you can pull your camp life into your real life. Don't you need a little of that in this chaotic world? I know I do. My head gets just too full of just complex things, lists and projects and things that have to be done, and it feels like there's conflict around every corner in our society. And my soul needs to linger by the campfire for a few moments' rest. If you were to identify a way to make your life, your day-to-day life, more like camp, even for just one day, I bet it would bring you joy. I bet it will make you smile. So for our closing today, we're going to do something different than we've ever done before. And it might be a little bit strange, but I want you to lean into the sense of fun and whimsy here and let it brighten your day. I've compiled a list of some treasured and popular camp songs. No, I am not going to sing them to you because I do not sing on the podcast. But I am going to read the list aloud. And I want you to think about those songs and some of the good memories that you might connect with them. See if you can recognize them from the titles and let them lighten your mood. So we're going to shift into our imagination posture now. So relax your body and release any tension you feel yourself holding. Open your mind to something fun and new. And take a deep breath. Breathe in possibilities and breathe out gratitude. And here we go. We're going on a bear hunt. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Boom chicka boom. Alice the camel had 5 humps. Baby shark. Do your ears hang low? I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee. Wheels on the bus. On top of spaghetti. And the green grass grew all around. Now it's time to shift back to where we started. You can come back to the podcast and back into your day. Take a final deep breath, breathe in possibilities, and breathe out gratitude. And may it be so. Thanks so much for joining us on our mental field trip back to camp. Hope you enjoyed revisiting that special place. You can return there in your mind whenever you want. And maybe that'll brighten your week. You'll connect with camp as you move through your schedule this week. We'll be back next week with some more ideas about how to find joy in the little things and how to lift your gaze towards the sun. And until next time, peace.